threat. Thanks for that. And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. So here's Dallas's starting group. Green out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Lillard. Grant the pass to Nurkic. Here's Thibault. Offline with a 3. And Dallas with possession. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Now here's Lillard. Simons outside. Here's the 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Irving. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Wood, a screen on Simons. Irving for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Lillard outside. Inside. It's stolen by Green. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Lillard finds Simons. Back to Lillard. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Ooh, good D by Irving. He takes it in. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade. And you know, you felt this coming. Ever since summer, the idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
Pass to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
And Kyrie with that feel, man, it's so special, impressive. Finds a teammate, that's a direct dime. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Doncic, a screen on Lillard. Irving goes in. Yep, that one goes.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Lillard passes to Grant. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. Irving up top. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Just so few players have that kind of arsenal. When they get to the inside and have to finish, Kyrie Irving becomes elite.
Grant outside. Simons outside. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lillard against Irving. Out to Wood. Back to Irving. Doncic outside. Doncic with the jam.
That's what happens when you let Doncic get this close, using his vertical to perfection.
Simons passes to Lillard. And he lays it up and in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Doncic against Thibault. Pass to Irving. Plenty of space. And it's Dallas scoring again.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
Simons passes to Thibault. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Outside for Grant. Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over.
Who wants a t-shirt? Give a big round of applause. To your Blazer dancers.
Just 5 on the clock. Lillard double team. And stolen by Wood. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. McGee passes to Irving. Doncic, a screen on Lillard. Irving for three. Gets the three ball to go. Irving's got 13 now.
A consistent three-point shooter, a clutch three-point shooter. Kyrie has to be guarded out there at all times.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. His fingerprints were all over that quarter.
And a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. JaVale McGee out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Shot by Nurkic, no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize. And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Lillard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Doncic.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
From deep, here's Doncic. Irving, no good. Portland trailing here. Thibault passes to Simons. To the right side. And here's Grant from the arc. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Pass to Wood. Back to Doncic. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Lillard. Wood passes to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Green shoots over Simons. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Up top, Grant. Lillard outside to the paint. It's stolen by Irving. Pass to Doncic. Back to Irving. McGee with it. Out to Wood. Fires from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. McGee with a steal. Doncic passes to Wood. This one for three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Nurkic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Out to Lillard. Launches a three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Kicks it to Doncic. Three-pointer. That one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Simons with the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. Just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
Here's Doncic. Outside for Green. And he makes it. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Lillard against Doncic. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Doncic with it. Nurkic picks him up. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Now Green. Lots of room. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now a 7-point Dallas lead.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
To the inside, Nurkic. Ooh, couldn't finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Great to get Nurkic involved in the pick and roll, and he can be deadly as the roll man.
Doncic passes to Wood. Back to Doncic. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Thibault.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Doncic. And that comes off the assist by Green. Doncic has got 9 points.
And the strength of Doncic allows him to play through contact. Surprised he didn't get the star treatment there.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Mavericks on top, up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud. Milwaukee.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Nasir Little out there with Cam Reddish. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Johnson. And it's Sharp in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for Portland, Drew Eubanks.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Hardy. Outside Hardaway. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Hardy.
Round of applause to your Blazers answers.
Who's watching here?
And that one is hammered home.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself.
Pass to Powell. Hardaway up top. Still getting warmed up offensively.
Over the top.
Are you kidding me? Wow!
Amazing!
Man, so many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And he drives in. Second chance shot. Here's Reddish. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
It's Bullock on the wing. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Pass to Little. And here's Reddish. Here's Eubanks. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Here's Hardy. The three is up. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And it's in there. Bullock's got his first bucket in this one.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Sharp. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now here's Reddish. Here's Eubanks. Powell covers. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Bertans is checked in. Now a timeout called by Portland. So Portland ends up going with a new group. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Irving's got 17.
Though not the biggest guy or the strongest guy on the floor, Kyrie a master of finishing after contact.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Green, the pass to Irving. With the drive, and the layup falls. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, we know Kyrie Irving can carry a full boat offensively, but his scoring tonight has been next level.
For 3, here's Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving with it. He's picked up by Lillard. The 3 from Wood. Drills it from deep. 9 points in the game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Irving with it. He's got 19. Pass to McGee. Thibault with a steal. With 4 on the clock. And there's a nice layup by Grant.
Well, when he gets into the paint, he starts to get hungry. He goes right through the defense. He's a straight line guy.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Mavericks ahead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Josh Green. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's McGee in at the center position. And Dallas calls time here.
They're going out now. Look up and grab one.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
And Allie, thanks. Irving for three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. Outside for Grant. Nurkic a screen on Wood. Grant. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Dallas has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. From 7. Here's McGee. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again. You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Pass to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
6 to shoot. Here's Simons.
Green, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Simons passes to Thibault. Out to Lillard to tie it up. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one. And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, B.A. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. You talk about 2 guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Irving. Pass to McGee. Outside for Irving. Here's Wood. From the top of the key. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Well, Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
Simons with it. Now Doncic defending. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Green. Now here's Wood. Clock at 6. And Wood with the stuff.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Nurkic a screen on Green. Thibault, that's good.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Irving against Lillard. Doncic. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
Thibault, a screen on Doncic. The 3, here's Lillard. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Doncic. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Simons passes to Nurkic. Irving against Lillard. Kicks it to Doncic. Outside, Green. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up. Free throw no good for McGee. Here's Simons. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Doncic with it. Thibault picks him up. Doncic against Thibault.
Trailblazers foul. Matisse Thibault. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Green. Second personal foul. Third.
He hits the first one, and that brings him with an 8.
And Lillard loves the responsibility on a nightly basis as the leader of this team to get out there and set the tempo for what they're trying to do.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Wood, lets the 3 fly, nails it from 3.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Thibault. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. And they barely... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
these teams get the win tonight. They're both hunting for a much-needed victory.
Breaking out of a slump, Kevin, to me is a real challenge. Obviously, there is momentum either way. When you get on a win streak, your confidence is high. Right now, these two teams are battling the mental game. They've got to try to find a rhythm.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Holmgren. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Simons, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Inside, Holmgren, and the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. He takes it in.
And that's a great move by Lillard. Quick and decisive. Doesn't waste time on the attack.
Giddey kicks to Dort. Shoots over Simons. Dort misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And here now is Thibault. Following Lou Dort's 3, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. From deep, up again, and Dort stays with it. Dort's got 9 points.
Guys, that's about hustle. That is Lou Dort wanting it more than anyone else on the floor.
Grant outside. Pass to Lillard. Grant sets a screen for Lillard. Back to Grant. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
This is where the size, speed, and mobility of Jeremy Grant comes into play. On the roll, tough to deal with.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass to Grant. Trailblazers keep it alive. Three-pointer. And finished off by Nurkic.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Three-pointer, Simon. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Stolen by Grant. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Simons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
They set the pick. Pass to Thibault. With the drive, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is unselfish, and he's got excellent passing skills. Pretty play there.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor, and he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both on the...
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From down in the low post, it goes.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Nurkic a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Thibault for three. No good on that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Now here's Giddey, defended by Thibault. Giddey, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 7. And the pass to Williams. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside the arc. The rebound by Grant. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Good on the triple. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Williams kicks to Giddey. Outside, Dort. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is one of the strongest 6'4" players in the league. Lou Dort is not going to have a problem playing through contact and getting an and one opportunity.
Doris, in your opinion, how does Lou Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion, Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those three are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Lou Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes.
That was worth the price of admission.
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
Simons the pass to Thibault. Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Lillard missing. Thunder trailing by 6. Giddey with it. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
Well, Josh Giddey has proven that he will have some triple-doubles in his career because he can score it, he can board it, and he can certainly find his teammates. Now it's about being consistent and efficient.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
previous plays,
the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been on.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Both good from the line that time.
I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization, both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
The shot by Williams, no good. Portland leading by 4. Thibault kicks to Grant. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
Your Trailblazers, 34. The Thunder, 30.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Lou Dort with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Wiggins, and it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 slot. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Johnson. Joe passes to Robinson Earl. And that one is stuffed right through.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Here's man. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Joe. Banked in off the glass. Joe's got his first points of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Here's Robinson Earl, and he makes good on the layup. Robinson Earl's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Portland. Sharp the pass to Little. Here's Johnson. Wiggins with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Takes it inside. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
This guy's showing off his entire offensive package right now. Shake Gilgeous-Alexander in full effect.
Lillard against Dort. Here's Grant. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 to shoot. They get it again. Passes it to Simons. Lillard, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Portland again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City. Now Holmgren. Back to Dort. Holmgren at the elbow. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Simon's on the wing. He's got 11. Grant, that's good.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Grant sets a screen for Lillard. Here he goes. Thunder with the rebound. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Back to Dort. He kicks it to Holmgren. Shoots over Lillard. Holmgren can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard, the pass to Thibault. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Giddey. 6 points for him. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. Giddey's got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Thunder lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Thunder leading by 6. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. No good on that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Outside, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Oklahoma City shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Pass to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Driving the lane.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Simons, the pass to Thibault. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City leading by 8. To the paint. It's tipped. The pass to Grant. Lillard against Dort. Lillard dishes to Grant, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it loose. Trailblazers trail by 8, and Lillard kicks to Simons. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Giddey. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Passes to Holmgren. Giddey with it. Lillard picks him up. Back to Giddey from downtown. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Thibault kicks to Simons. Good on the three-point shot. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're in front by 5. 1:41 left in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Grant.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment, big-time shot.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. .16 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Giddey. And he banks in the layup. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And Lillard kicks to Grant. Now the pass to Thibault. Grant with a screen on Giddey. Back to Grant. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Wow, the growing up process delivers a big moment for Jeremy Grant. Big time hit.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And Simons drops them both. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. And that one, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander getting to the in-between game, taking what the defense gives him.
And here is Simons. Grant for 3. Offline. So we see the Thunder get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but
Two teams that play a bit slower, Clark. Lots of half-court sets.
And, you know, Brian, with that slower pace, each possession takes on added meaning. Defense always key, will be even more so in a slower-paced game. And threes will even be exacerbated in terms of their importance as well.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Luguentz Dort, Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Williams in at the 4. Now here's Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's blocked by Wood.
Boy, the length and activity of Wood making a huge impact here.
To the paint, Giddey with a double team. Down low. Doncic passes to McGee.
First personal foul. First team.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5, and you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Green for 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Wood. The 3. He buries it from 3.
For a big, Wood can really knock it down from out there. He'll stretch the floor any chance he gets.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top, guarded by Doncic. Count it.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Inside. Back to Irving. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Thunder with a lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a fellow who can fill it up. When Gilgeous-Alexander gets rolling, it throws the opponent's defensive plan into disarray.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. Tipped. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. To the middle. Here's Holmgren, and the layup is good.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And Dallas calls time here. And the Mavericks with possession here. They trail by 9. Doncic on the wing. Dort defending. It's tipped. Giddey against Doncic. That's good from Giddey on the assist from Williams.
building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Irving. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
There's a minute 17 left in the first. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Oh, they can't stop the run with that one.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. .56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Giddey. Pass to Dort. Takes the three. The shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Doncic with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Outside for Green. And we've got 28 seconds left now in the first quarter. Irving, the pass to Wood. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. There's the three. That one doesn't drop. Outside Giddey. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Giddey. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Kyrie Irving out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Christian Wood. Then there's Josh Green. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Doncic outside. Back to Irving. Pass to McGee. Inside. And McGee with the stuff.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Doncic. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. And Irving gets it to go. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow. So you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluid.
Here's Irving. Out to Wood. Doncic outside. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's McGee. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Toward outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Top of the key. Jump shot is good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Doncic into the lane. McGee finds Irving. Back to McGee. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And Dallas calls time here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has 1 or 2 of those guys like him.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Pass to Holmgren. Giddy against Irving. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Doncic passes to McGee. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 20. Driving inside and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And we
35. Fans, let's hear it for Jabberwocky.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with Dario Saric. And it's man in at the 1. Here's man. Out to the right wing. And here's Saric for 3. Hardy grabs the board.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Bertans for three. And they get it back. And Dallas calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell him simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Kleba outside. And finished off by Kleba.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Pass to Šarić. Here's Mann. Powell covers. It's rebounded by Kleba.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
To the wing, right side. Here's Hardy. Back to Bertans. The rebound by Mann.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
But, you know, guys, you know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Oklahoma City's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
You know, we all know the name Hardaway, but Tim Hardaway Jr. is making a name for himself. Another outstanding shooter that this league has developed. Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Outside Irving. On the wing, Green. Back to Irving. No good. Giddy with a defensive effort. Clark, how about the ability Hardaway Jr. has to score?
You know, it's really amazing. He's averaged over double digits all but one season in his career. He makes threes, he knocks down free throws, and it really doesn't matter where he's getting his shots from. He's knocking them down. You know, he's somebody that teams have relied on to score the ball.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28.
You have to chase Gilgeous-Alexander off the arc. A guy with his confidence is just too dangerous.
And Dallas calls time here. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Doncic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Irving's got 6 points.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
1:52 left in the third quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Irving. He's got 6. Doncic outside. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. To the paint. Here's Dort. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
McGee, a screen on Dort. Doncic passes to McGee. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Dort. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Doncic outside. Back to Irving. Now here's Doncic. Irving, the pass to McGee. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Giddey against Green. Pass to Dort. Five to shoot. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over McGee. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half. Doncic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Wing shot on the way. Back to Wood. Here's Doncic. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He's been an offensive force. Now, all right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Luka Doncic, Green out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's McGee in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Good chance here for Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left. Here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. To the inside. And a nice finish on the layup. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Giddey against Doncic. Down low. Here's Wood. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
Really hard not to appreciate a steady big guy like Christian Wood. I mean, he knows his role out on the floor, doesn't try to do things he can't, and really gives it his complete effort and focus. I love that.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside for Green. Knocks down the triple.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Green. Puts up a 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander good for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The 3 from Wood. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Unloads. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to McGee. Outside, Green. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that. Hey, this is exactly the kind of game coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Thunder.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Pass to Holmgren. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball.
Josh Green, 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Green. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Doncic against Dort. Takes the 3. And McGee with the stuff.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one.
it might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Doncic. The kick out to Irving. On the wing, Green. And the three ball is good.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard the pass to Thibault. And Simons has it in the corner. Pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Simons with the screen for Lillard. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Driving to the basket. No good. Shot missing. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here is Irving. Down low. He kicks it to Doncic. The tray. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Luka Doncic.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Lillard looking around. Just 5 to shoot. And he does it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
Irving kicks to Doncic. The kick out to Irving from deep. Another three for Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Grant outside. And Simons has it in the corner. Grant the pass to Simons. Floats it up for Grant. Stolen by McGee. Doncic kicks to Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Wood finds Doncic. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. Doncic with the steal. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Drills the three-pointer.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Lillard against Irving. Here's Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got 14 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 9.
Pick and roll action. Get Lillard the ball and let him make a play.
On the wing, Irving. Covered by Lillard. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
First team foul.
6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic outside with 1 on the clock and the wide open shot from Green. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Mavericks. They kept going to him. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
JaVale McGee is out there with Wood. Then there's Irving. Then there's Doncic, and it's Green in at the small forward. So that, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under
action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like that.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefines the point guard position.
Kyrie scores so easily. He could lead this league in scoring one day.
There's the pass to Thibault. The feed to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Grant with a screen on Doncic. Here's Lillard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Time after time, it's Dame, a prolific offensive player.
Irving dishes to Doncic. Back to Irving. Doncic outside. The kick out to Irving. Lock at 6. Dallas calls timeout. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Clock at 4. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Doncic, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Beautiful move by Anthony Simons, making it an and-one opportunity.
And Smitty, one player who's really improved in a very short amount of time is Anthony Simons.
Kevin, a dynamic guard who plays with a lot of confidence. He is especially lethal on the offensive end, and it's because he is capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Lillard against Doncic. And finished off by Nurkic.
I love it. Nurkic rattling the iron.
Lillard against Irving. And here's Doncic from the arc. They kick it out to Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up. The assist. Green's got 6 points.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Irving. And Feibel sends it back. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Doncic. 20 points for him. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Simon. Oh, that was something else.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
Mavericks leading by 7. Irving looking for an opening. Doncic outside. There's the triple. Irving passes to McGee and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Not the guy you want to send to the stripe. Damian Lillard cashes in on his free throws.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
And a wide-open look for Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shoot first kind of guard. Kyrie Irving doesn't waste any time.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Feibel for 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Right side, Irving. Over in the corner, Green. McGee in the high post. Looking on Nurkic. Deflects the pass. Shot clock at 5. Irving double team. With his first shot attempt, McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 11. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact phase him.
Doncic outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 25 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Mavericks on top, leading by 9. And now, well, thanks for the great interview, David. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
On the court for the Trailblazers. Reddish out there with Little. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Sharp. And it's Eubanks in its center. And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes. But it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Here's Little. Now here's Johnson. Second chance shot. It's tipped. Now here's Hardy. Not a lot of room. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Hardaway passes to Bertans. And finished off by Bertans.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Hardaway up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kleba kicks to Bertans. Now here's Hardy. Covered by Johnson. Bertans can't get it to go. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Johnson, the pass to Little. Pass to Eubanks. Shot clock at 6. Johnson outside. Driving the lane and slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Kleba inside. There's Powell. Pass to Bertans. To the middle. It's deflected. And they're on the break. Jumps up. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Hardy passes to Hardaway. He dishes it to Powell. Shooting foul, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can
The previous play is under review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
The ruling on the floor stands.
how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, to double-checking, and the game continues on.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Over in the corner, Bertans hits the three-point bomb. Bertans got 5 points now this quarter.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Hardy passes to Hardaway. The three. Another three for Dallas.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Kicks it to Little. Now here's Reddish. Bertans defending. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Feeds to Green. And Green slams it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Over in the corner, Wood. McGee trying to break free. And there's Wood. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Dallas?
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. They are really piling up the steals in this one.
On the wing, Irving. McGee up top. He's guarded by Nurkic. Irving can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shot's good from Simons.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Dallas?
Irving kicks to Doncic. Puts up a three. And they recover it. McGee. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Christian Wood is out there with Green, and there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Irving in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. He gets it in there.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
And it's Simons missing. Dallas leading by 15. Doncic outside. Irving from long range. McGee trying to break free. Wood can't hit.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Maverick shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Simons on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Lillard, right side. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Tenacious play by Dame, not giving up on his shot because of some aggressive D.
Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you. But he loves the challenge of going up against the best. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Few guys can slice up the D like Lillard can. He's just so quick and so agile on the drive.
McGee is screen on Lillard. Irving passes to Wood. Irving against Lillard. Irving drives in from deep. Green. Another three for Dallas.
Fantastic isolation player, Kyrie. But on that play, he made a play for others.
Kicks it out to Grant. From the arc. Thibault finds Grant. Back to Thibault. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
I mean, a lights-out perimeter shooter. Lillard isn't bashful at looking to fire from downtown.
Irving for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Here's Simons. Portland with a new 14. Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
A less common spot for Lillard, but his accuracy is still undeniable.
Dallas leading by 14. Outside Irving. Top of the key. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Simons. They grab their own miss. Here's Nurkic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Lillard, the Thunder making their last shot. Here's Nurkic. Timeout called. Portland
trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
some love once again.
Lillard outside from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, BA. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And SGA up there getting that flush to go.
Lillard passes to Thibault. Lillard against Giddey. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long. Until last year.
Yeah, BA, they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And so here's Portland following the bucket by the Thunder. Here's Simons into the lane. They get it again.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Here's Giddey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Giddey at his size can get to the inside and make some things happen. That time drawing the foul. And it did not take long for Josh Giddey to find a place in this league as a taller point guard with incredible vision. This guy does a little bit of everything on the floor.
Now here's Simons. Nurkic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive by Simons. Here's Nurkic. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Hangs. And the layup is good. As for Giddey's quick start of the NBA, he recorded his first triple-double at age 19, Brent.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, BA. The youngest player ever to get a triple-double in this league. This is the kind of guy who just makes passes that other players don't even see or even think about. So his instincts, they're off the chart.
The drive by Simons. Outside for Grant from downtown. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Nurkic, a screen on Giddey. Thibault deflected. Simons outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Grant the screen. Back to Lillard. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Thibault. Well, last season for the Thunder, Brent, their top 8 guys by playing time, all 23 and under.
You get experience for those guys, and there's really nothing that replicates game time, game action, game decisions. These guys all exposed to it last year, BA. Let's see what kind of strides they make in this season. You know, it's really hard going through a rebuilding phase, but the Thunder have been at it for a while, and they're trying to find the right collection of talent to finally plant the flag in the ground and move forward.
Here's Holmgren. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simons passes to Nurkic. Back to Simons. Jacks up a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. It's stolen by Nurkic. And it's good. 2 points. Nurkic has got his second basket.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
That's good from Giddey on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Thunder up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
We've got Luguentz Dort. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Grant can move out there as a big. Firm screen and great cut.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander
just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Dort against Lillard. Nurkic shot is good. Nurkic has got 6 points.
Yeah, Lillard seeking out his teammates, just trying to get it to the right guy. He was uncovered.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. And Nurkic with the block. And he gets it back. And that one's good. Holmgren. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Simons outside. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, BA. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end, and just the combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Grant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Simons passes to Grant. Shoots. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Holmgren. Good work there as it goes. 7 points in the game.
Next step kind of action there from Shai as he's able to find the open teammate.
Lillard outside to win the run. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Holmgren. He's got 7. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Portland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another one in that long line of Kentucky Wildcats coming into the NBA that has carved out a pretty nice career so far in the league.
Here's Nurkic. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Lillard. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
They set the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and counted from 12 feet. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points. It has been fantastic watching Gilgeous-Alexander continue to improve.
And I love BA also, along with his improvement, what we've seen in terms of his leadership and responsibility to this team. He shows a very strong work ethic, and this is why a lot of people are still excited about his growth and progress.
Shot by Nurkic, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Here's Holmgren. There's the triple. Tybal with the board. Lillard against Dort. Here's Simons driving in. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And it's Holmgren missing. Portland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Giddey against Lillard. Second chance effort. The Thunder with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Simons finds Graham. Portland, no good that time either.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
From deep, Holmgren. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Thunder leading by 17. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. We've got Sharp, Nasir Little out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Cam Reddish, and it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Here's Mann. The Blazers making their last shot. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mann. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way.
Thunder foul. Isaiah Joe. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sharp. This one for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Joe. The kick out to Wiggins. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Portland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
After his first year in the league, Aaron Wiggins really fits the mold as a nice 2-guard. Started the majority of the games at that position and showing some room for growth.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. The Blazers making their last shot.
Portland foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Here's Little. Pass to Sharp. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. And when you look at Aaron Wiggins, obviously just one full season in the league, but a productive one.
Well, when you get a chance to start BA and then you have an off season, I think there are a lot of things that become crystallized for you in terms of how you're going to be effective in any minutes that you're given. So as a young player, Aaron Wiggins is accepting that role, that responsibility, and he'll come back better.
Here's Sharp, driving to the basket. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For three. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Man. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, they need this. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And that one misses. Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And he dunks it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Joe. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Johnson.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The first one falls. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. And Johnson drops them both. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. Fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Sharp. Count the basket. Sharp's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
Here's Sharp.
He got his timing down.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
These are the type of games for Gilgeous-Alexander where the promise of his future looks incredibly bright.
Passed a little. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. He's got 5.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. And it's Portland with a rebound. Here's Sharp. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also Josh Giddey out there. Luguentz Dort out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long. putting that help defense to the test.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
A line change here for Portland.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. It just opened up for a split second, and he was ready to fire.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
The drive by Grant. He can't get it to go, so the Thunder will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Misses the three. Portland trailing here. There's the drive.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, drops in the layup for two. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's
get out of the way!
Wow!
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Launches a three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. On the wing, Simons. Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Lillard finds Graham. And the three off target.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Nurkic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Simons passes to Nurkic. Outside for Grant, and stolen by Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in just the second half.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Thunder.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And they pick up 2.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
Here we go.
So Dallas will get the first possession. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Christian Wood is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Green, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. Now here's Doncic. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got the game going here with the first basket for the Mavs.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
He feeds it to McGee. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
And here is Giddey. Following Lou Dort's 3. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. That 3 off the mark. Green against Giddey. And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound. Back to Green. And is going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Pass to McGee. The kick out to Irving. Fades away. It's stolen by Dort. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Doncic.
And just staying connected on the defensive end. Wood was in great position there to alter that shot.
Doncic kicks to Wood. To the paint. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. The dish to McGee. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Left side, Williams. Lets it go. Giddey, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
He's perfect from the line this time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
1:05 left here in the first quarter. Doncic, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Giddey with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Holmgren controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Doncic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Irving. Back to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got 9 points.
Well, Doncic is never shy from three-point opportunity. You give him a window, he will take it.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. Just 5 on the clock. Giddey, no good. Got a piece of it. Here's Irving. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, the ability to be disruptive with your length. Josh Giddey digging down defensively.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks trail by 6. Irving sets a screen for Doncic to the middle. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Irving's got his first points in this one.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
McGee with the block, and they're able to recover. Holmgren gets the bucket. And so it's Dallas with it. McGee is screen on Dort. Here's Doncic. It's blocked. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Mavericks trail by 8.
Wise beyond his years, Giddey has a great feel for the game and terrific court vision.
Well, the other thing you love, Greg, is the size he gives you out of the backcourt. Obviously, he needs to improve his consistency from range, but he's got all the tools you must have if you're going to be an all-star in the NBA.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Irving. The turnaround jumper. Counted.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Williams. Giddey against Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 8-point game. The pass to McGee. Over in the corner, Wood. It's stolen by Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
And the Mavericks call time here. Mavericks trail by 10. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Outside, Dort. Over in the corner, Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Giddey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Giddey's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City. McGee sets the pick for Irving. Here's Wood. Back to Irving. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. McGee, the pass to Doncic. Doncic with the steal. To the inside. Here's Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Giddey, no one around him. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort finds Giddey. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Holmgren. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Yeah, it's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
Here's Doncic. Irving passes to Wood. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by Giddey. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey against Irving. Passes to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with
team.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
They've got Wiggins, and it's Saric in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. And the Mavericks call time here. And the Mavericks making a change here. McGee's checked in. Mavericks trail by 13. And here's Hardy. Dishes it to McGee. And the layup falls. McGee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Saric, that's good.
This guy is an efficient scorer. Dario Saric knows his strengths on the offensive end and can capitalize.
Well, Trey Mann finished last season strong doors following a slow start to his rookie campaign.
No doubt, Kevin. He finishes the season averaging double figures in points per game. He certainly flashed natural scoring abilities, and as important, I thought, showed steady improvement on the defensive end. Now it's about trying to become more consistent in every phase of the game.
And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Joe can't get it to go. Pass to Hardy. Kicks to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Saric outside. A three ball. Powell pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Hardaway passes the Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Out to Saric. Launches it. McGee with the block. Stolen. Here's Saric. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Bertan's not just a shooter. He's got a 6'10 frame, puts it to good use on the glass.
Out to the right wing. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Mann. Saric. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review and the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion,
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Thunder leading by 7. There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. Joe passes to Šarić. Higgins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Mann. Puts it up from 17, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Hardy passes to Powell. Here's McGee. Hardaway with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Šarić. Unable to get that one. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Hardaway passes to Hardy. Now, here's Bertans. Lets it go with the 3. Powell kicks to Bertans. To the paint. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Šarić just screen on Hardaway. McGee with the block. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. Hardaway passes to Bertans. And finished off by Bertans.
Davis Bertans punches it. Oh, my goodness.
Here's Robbins, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. JaVale McGee is out there with Wood, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Giddey, and that one is hammered home.
A 6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Dallas calls timeout. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Irving. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And you want them taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Outside Irving. Doncic against Dort. The kick out to Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down with you guys.
And an intentional foul right there. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
First team foul. Mavericks up to
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And the pass to Giddey. Nifty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Guys, we have seen a number of high-caliber players from Australia. Josh Giddey adding to the reputation of the country. This guy is long, he's versatile, and he's skilled.
Mavericks trail by 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Irving dishes to Bullock. Passes it to Kleba. Count it, good. Kleba's got his first bucket in this one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Irving passes to Kleba. Now Bullock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Dallas calls timeout. They trail it by 3. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Irving kicks to Doncic. Feeds it to Bullock. And Kleba now top of the key. Doncic finds Irving. 3-pointer on the clock. Here's Kleba. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changed his out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Here's Giddey. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams up on top. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Dallas. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first that brings them within 2 here.
And you'd rather not foul Doncic here because he loves getting to the line and delivering. He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball or just milk those last seconds away.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
I don't know how you can't be excited about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy at such a young age accepts the responsibility of the big-time delivery.
Irving looking for an opening. On the wing, Doncic. Irving sets a screen for Doncic. No good from three-point territory. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
So a close game sees Oklahoma's